So when I was your age, I was hungry all the time. So when I got home from school, the first thing I would do, I would go to the pantry and open it up. And my grandma worked hard to keep my pantry packed full of cereal because cereal was my go-to. And because of how amazing my grandma was, I had so many choices of which amazing cereal I wanted to feast on. And many times when we are faced with telling a truth or a lie, many of us, we have a go-to, and it's the first thing we go to is a lie without a second thought. Bing. You can choose to tell a story or give a little white lie, a little exaggeration, a smidge to make yourself look better, or slander someone else to take the heat off of yourself, or you tell the truth. Truth versus a lie. Being honest or opening the container of lie and letting him loose.
Hello there.
Obviously, the correct answer or choice is to tell the truth, right? Sometimes we do, maybe, but a lot of times we don't. Hey, I've been there. I'm guilty as much as anybody else. And there are many reasons we could choose to lie, to make ourselves look good to a friend or to a group of friends or to a stranger, to ensure someone doesn't get upset or disappointed with us. Or we're trying to avoid getting into trouble, corrected, or disciplined. Or we have been doing it for so long that it becomes who we are. Because lying creates problems, now you may think that, consequences like losing your phone or privilege, but I'm talking way deeper than that. Because it damages relationships. That's the worst consequence of all. The people you lie to could lose trust in you. We introduced a really powerful illustration to help us understand the real consequences of lying. Remember, not like losing your phone, but losing trust in relationships. The lying superset, lie, lie, truth. In this illustration, we explain that once we lie, we face the lying superset, lie, lie, truth. When we taught about this, we actually had a weighted vest. And we used the example of once you lie, it's like boom, there's more weight added to you. And with each weight, it just gets heavier and heavier because lying is one thing, but carrying the weight of lying is another thing. Over the last 2 weeks, we covered in depth 3 stories that helped us study different examples of how a lie rocked a community of faith, the community of a family, and another lie that helps us wrestle with the question, is it ever okay to lie? We don't know a lot of details about how some of this stuff went down. The Bible isn't too specific about some of the questions we may have as we read it, but it can be important to get into the story and imagine the motivations that we try to wrestle with our own motivations in situations like these. Keep reading and journaling. And as always, bring your questions to Max Life to talk over with me and our mature adult leaders who lead our small groups each week. Or even better, use the discussion questions to start the conversation in your home with your family. Here are 3 to read and journal on. A life in the church community, a life in the family, a lie that helps us wrestle with the question, is it ever okay to lie? Check it. Many times when we read the stories in the Bible, we can be like, God did what? Students, we have to wrestle and decide if we will trust the Bible or not. And one of the best ways to do that is to read it for yourself. A lot of times we may feel intimidated to read the Bible ourselves and feel like we need people like Pastor Jim or someone like Pastor Robbie to help us interpret it. But you can open the Bible anytime and you can trust every letter, every word on every page to tell the story of God, to tell about the goodness of God, and to tell the truth of how He wants us to live and the grace that He gives us to be free in that truth. That's a beautiful process. If you have made lying a pattern in your life, go to God and ask Him for forgiveness. Tell the truth and rest knowing that God does not demand that we are all perfect in all situations. He simply asks us to put our trust in Him and to do the best we know how. And when we mess up, He wants us to honestly come to Him and let Him help us make it right. This upcoming week, we're rolling out one of our most popular events of the year, the world famous, the world renowned Max Life Turkey Olympics. It's grade level versus grade level in a fight to the finish competition, Thanksgiving style for pizza and ice cream party for the winning breakout group. Man, we got challenges for the mind like trivia and math, challenges for the artistic, and challenges for push-ups or eating or you name it. We're gonna make it all a contest. That's all we got, Max Life, man. We love you so much. We can't wait to see you at Turkey Olympics. So invite your friends, get there, and let's get our competition on.